going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 4th-ranked team of the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Rushes on him. Still looking, on the move.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Herd! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. On the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the 1st quarter, for goodness sakes.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Turner. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got room to work. Turning on the Jets. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you.
There he goes! Gives him the big stiff arm. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Offense defenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on fourth down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He leaves it with his back. Oh, out of space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab, he's got a 1st down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the
and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense. And
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Turner. There's the pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass is caught at the 25.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that side.
To the air, it's Turner. Oh, they're after him. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 34 over Nevada. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it on the read. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Young. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Thomas. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. We're ready to do it again.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Young. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense in hurry-up mode. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt the try. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football, play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Marshall quick to the line.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride...
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They want to throw it. Under fire. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Frazier.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Frazier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab, pass to marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Going up top again. That one comes out hot down the right side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 31 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Marshall quick to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Turner. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds a man on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense looks as if it's coming. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those experiences.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Great stuff. Now that you've acquired new players, let's go into your lineup and make some adjustments.